welcome to 5 on Friday. How are you? How is everybody? Yep, everybody's here. That's right. We got Greg Salerno laying in a sensual position today. He is, I imagine, quite comfortable, which is nice.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, we've got old Pike Taylor Radio down there. Hey,
hello.
I should say up there in Fargo, North Dakota. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Not as good as Greg.
No.
That is sexy.
I feel like I'm laying down on Greg's chest, looking up at him. That's how I feel right now.
Yes.
Describe what's going on, Greg. What's happening? You're not in your closet today. What are we doing?
No, I'm not in my closet today, but I still don't own a webcam, so I had to use my phone, and the only phone charger I have is upstairs. And I came up here to get it, and then I thought, you know what? This is comfortable.
Yeah.
And so now I'm laying in my bed.
Very nice.
It kind of looks like you're jerking off. Is that something you would attempt?
No, I'm actually tired from yesterday, so I'm not jerking off.
Yesterday, you were jerking off yesterday, so you're tired from that?
No.
Oh.
There was a girl that slid into my DMs.
Oh.
And, Sparks knows this. You think by looking at me that wouldn't happen, but it happens quite a bit.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And so I told her, she asked if she could, hang out with me sometime. And I was like, eh. And then finally I was like, you know what? Let's hang out. So she wanted my address, and I was like, hey, just meet me at this gas station. Because I didn't want to put my address in writing.
Yeah, it's like offer up is what it is.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I had her meet me at a fucking, like a Sinclair.
It's penis offer up. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. So she met me at a Sinclair gas station. And when she got there, I kind of waved her to follow me.
What?
And so we wind up at my house. And, let's just say she was ready to get busy immediately. And so I have her legs up on my shoulders, right?
Oh, my God.
And I'm on top of her in this bed, actually. And so she has like her nipples pierced and her clit pierced. Okay. So her legs are on my shoulder, and I'm fucking like rubbing her clit feverishly while I'm like, we're on this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
And
Did no one ask for this detail? No one asked for this.
hold on, there's a purpose to this.
Yeah.
It's like a porn audio book.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
detailed.
feel like we're reading 50 Shades of Grey for a
Yeah,
second.
no, there's a reason. So I'm rubbing on it, and it with my thumb, and I look down, and there's nothing there. It's gone.
You rubbed it off?
Shit. Yeah, I
What?
don't know, dude. So she starts freaking out because it's missing, and I was like, yeah, it's missing. And she's like, oh, we have to look for it. So now we're like taking my bed apart, these two naked people looking for this fucking clit ring.
Oh, I thought her entire clitoris wasn't there. Like she, it's like a phantom limb or something.
No, I didn't rip the
Rubbed
clit
it
off.
right out
was
of
just
her.
The ring came off.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
like the hood on top of the clit, that was pierced or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was
Hood.
missing, and I don't know if she's got like, she was just freaking out, like, oh, I need to find it. So we're like taking the sheets off, whatever, all this stuff. Dude, I look over on the floor. My dog's laying on the floor, on the on the hardwood floor, and it's like laying next to my dog. So I think it like flew off like a BB gun, dude, like hit him in the ribs and shit. It was like, it's like a ricochet and shit, like from an old 90s movie.
Yeah. Ting.
Yeah.
Makes a ting sound.
Yeah. It's like when they spit in a spittoon. Like one of those deals.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like. Yeah. Fucking tumbleweed went by. So I gave it back to her. She put it back in, and whatever. Emergency averted.
Yeah.
Was it a diamond? I mean, how much do you spend on a clit ring?
Nah, it wasn't like, it was like just the BB that came off. Like the ring was still kind of there.
The ball,
like
the fat center ball at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The ball came off.
Yeah.
Did you keep going then, or what?
Don't ask
happened
this
was,
question,
I
Mike.
thought-
What are you doing? I don't need.
I thought we were kind of done. So she put the thing back in, And so I was about to start putting my boxers on and stuff. Like, I guess that kind of got ruined. And next thing I know, she just kind of bent over the bed and spread her cheeks. I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're still doing this then. So,
Pike, why do you need to ask these questions, dude?
It was an incomplete story.
No, it was superfluous information. We did not need to know the rest. We didn't need to go into gross detail.
Then what?
Yeah, and then
I'm
what?
just super into it.
and then,
Then what?
so anyways, that was my rando listener story. From,
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
No problem.
You really.
What a life.
Yeah, what a life. All right, well, it is 5 on Friday, and this is where we like to answer 5 of your questions that you write into us on all social media. You can start by, you can always hit up Pike. He's at Pike Taylor Radio on all social media. You can hit up Greg. He's at Greg Salerno on all social media.
Yeah, go to my DMs.
Yes. Yeah. Good luck walking in there. I'm at Sparks Radio on all social media, and no one is ever in my DMs for any other reason except for give me free shit, which is fine. I'm the one who's putting that out.
Oh, really? It's never rubbed my clit ring off?
Yeah, it's never rub my clit ring like it's a magic ball, like a crystal ball.
I'm not even lying, dude. I had a video once of a chick rubbing her clit ring. Remember? I showed it to you.
No, I don't remember that. It was probably blanked it out of my mind.
I totally showed you. You're like, send it to me.
Yeah. Greg's trying to tell his future by rubbing her clit. He's like trying to predict what's going to happen.
I had granted her 3 wishes.
All right, 5 on Friday. We answer 5 of your questions that hopefully you DM'd at least Pike or myself. God knows what you're DMing Greg over there. But we're here to answer 5 of your questions. So before we get into the questions, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button right now if you're enjoying this. And if you want, definitely hit a follow on each of our social medias. Give us a like, drop a comment, just interact somehow. And the best thing you can do is tell a friend about the podcast. Before we get into it, I just want to give a quick shout out to 2 dudes that were driving a truck. I just got home a little bit ago. It was my son and I in my Prius, Toyota Prius that I mentioned sometimes on this show. And I was driving on the freeway and I see this truck aggressively pull up next to me, speed up, and then like flag me down, like wave their hands. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I don't know what they're, I thought I saw like the circle, like made you look kind of a thing. Or now it's white power. I don't know what it is. So I'm like, what is happening? And then they keep looking back. I'm like, I think they know me. I think these dudes know me. And then so I gave them a thumbs up and they were both in the truck. Yeah! Yeah! Pulling over. I was like, sick, dude. So, hey, if you listen to the podcast, I saw you. I'm sorry I didn't see who you were specifically. It went very quickly, and I thought you were flashing gang signs. So my apologies.
You could have rubbed their clits.
Yeah, I like how Greg has like a like the NBA special black man handshake with the clitoris here. You got to teach me that certain sign, man. I'm not cool enough for that. Okay, here we go. Ready? Diving in. Question number 1. This comes from at Eric_A15. He says, what rating do you think the others get from their sex partners?
Oh, God.
What rating? So let's start off. I'll be the first one. You guys think, what do you think my sex partners would rate me as?
Well, it's all relative, right?
What do you mean?
That's correct. Yeah.
We should. Yeah.
Like, I don't know how the people you've had sex with might not have been that into freaky shit. So, like, to them, you know what I mean?
If they've never had their clit ring rubbed off,
yeah, exactly.
A 10 to them is just like maybe trying doggy style.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. He kissed my neck.
If they've never had their clit turned into a pellet gun before, then maybe they wouldn't understand, But
okay,
like,
so we have
to be fine for them. Like, they're like, oh, this is what I'm used to, a normal guy. So like, it'd be like a 4 to somebody else, but a 10 to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you're saying this question is
I think you'd get at least an 8.
You're saying this question is irrelevant, is what you're essentially saying.
No, I'm just saying it's graded on a curve. So like, I think that since you got married, it has to be at least an 8. You know?
Yeah, I mean, because what's the point? You're not going to get married to someone who's bad in the sack, right? I mean, that doesn't
Right.
make any sense. Yeah.
People do every day.
If you're bad in the sack and your partner is like not used to good in the sack, then like, you know, they're gonna take it like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I don't know your wife's sexual history, and you don't have to tell me.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You
Pike.
can.
Actually,
I'm going to give you a minute if you'd like.
can you put that in PDF format? Because that would really help this question, honestly. Like an Excel spreadsheet or something.
Yeah, Greg's right. You probably got 8 or 9 or something.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, you get somebody to agree to have kids with you and be with you forever. Gotta be an 8.
Okay,
9.
thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm an 8 out of 10. I'll take it. I'll take an 8 out of 10. And I do think it varies from time to time. You know what I mean? There's some times where you're like, I'm crushing it right now. You know what I mean? And then other times you're like, this is the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
This
Yeah.
can't be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is not working out for me either. You know, it was the wrong time. We both made a poor decision on this one, and hopefully we'll do it again some other time.
Yeah.
That's just, that's just being human. You know,
Well, I've had situations where it didn't even work out geometrically. So
Can you elaborate on that?
oh
geometrically.
man, I had a chick one time, dude. This girl sent me a picture on Tinder, and like, I could tell she was a little thick, but like, you know, her face looked like normal, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, she got to my house, bro, and I'm not trying to be a dick because I know I'm fat, but like, she weighed way more than me. Like, she was like 400 fucking,
Oh, God.
Wow.
ridiculous.
Like hover
gigantic
around fat.
person.
Like where you have to
so
have
like, instead of, but she was already there, so I was like, oh, I guess come in, you know. I don't know really how to explain it, man. Like, she was huge, and I'm a big dude. So, like, from behind, it was kind of like, you know, when you see kids try to put, like, a fucking square thing in the wrong hole or whatever. Like, it wasn't even like that, though, because I couldn't reach it. It was like, I needed, like, an extension cord, you know. Like, go-go gadget dick or whatever. Like, I didn't have it because from the back, it was too far away. And then on the front, our stomachs, like, made us too far away. You know what I mean? It was just not going to happen. It was like... And she was kind of malleable, so I was like trying to make it happen still, but like,
Dude,
it still didn't work.
respect for a woman that can go through like all that shit. Like, how demeaning would that be to say, like, all right, I got to shove this that way, and can I pull this up this way?
Yeah. I
And
was
she's
like,
still down.
I was like tucking your stomach behind her head and shit. Like,
She's game. Dude, I'd be crying.
yeah, it was awful, but I don't know. What do you think that Pike would get rated as sex?
Hold on, you can't just gloss over the fact you called another woman malleable, is what you're saying. That poor lady, I feel awful. All right.
She was like a down sex pillow.
Yeah. Mallory.
Well, 10 for Greg.
Yeah, a 10. Greg is definitely a 10. Greg has got to be pretty good in sack because he keeps crushing it with all these ladies.
I don't know.
Or the ladies are
I
crushing
think that I
him,
see
apparently.
reviews. I mean, I think if I had a Yelp, they'd be pretty good. But
Yeah. It was good the first time, but he refused to answer the phone. Like the second time afterwards.
yeah, that's true. I would get, yeah, exactly. It depends on how long after the review was.
Yes, exactly. Leaving my second review because I want to give a 1 star.
Yeah. This number's no longer.
Wow, what do you think, Greg? What about Pike? What do you think, Pike? Pike is also married. So
Pike's married? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Pike.
Yeah,
Pike's
and
married.
very
All right,
sensitive.
well, then
so
I'm
be
saying
nice.
your floor's got to be at least an 8, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen your wife, but I mean, I'm sure she,
His wife is
get
pretty.
sex.
He's got a pretty
If
wife.
you looked at it, you would think, okay, he must be good. He must have a huge dick.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
why I said the same thing about Spark.
Yeah, it's on that level for sure.
Spark's wife's like an 11, so she had to like it. You know what I mean?
I'm glad when you look at my wife, you think of my dick, Greg. That makes me very
I think
happy.
your dick, even when I'm not thinking about your wife. So it doesn't really matter.
As soon as you look at your wife, you're like little Mario growing. Your dick like grows in my mind. It's just like, okay, makes
So
sense.
are you older than your wife or younger than your wife, Pike?
I'm older by like a year. So
Oh, you got to be an 8.
Dude,
Please.
I don't think it's an 8. I got to be honest.
What?
Really?
So it's not looks, it's not dick, it's not sex skill. I don't know.
It's got to be a 10, dude.
It's something else.
Dude, look, if you're going to sit there and you're going to bash yourself like this, and then your wife is very pretty. So if you're going to sit there and bash yourself, dude, you're putting up something that she's liking, okay? She's not leaving. And it ain't
Mike,
you don't
like-
have a job, so it's not that.
Yeah, I know. No, what I'm saying. Yeah. Hey, that's right. It might actually, you know what? Now I think it might be like a 9.5, dude.
Yeah,
You're
Pike.
still married.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I'll
you
go
guys
with it.
fuck dirty and stuff? Is it like that kind of sex?
Yeah. I mean, it's not boring.
That's
All
great.
right. Well, because I know Sparks is super boring. That's why I was asking.
Yes, like this whole conversation is making me uncomfortable.
Anything I bring up to Sparks, he's like, wait a minute, what? Like,
You reached around what?
yeah. It's like, what do you mean?
You put
Don't
that
they
in
hear
your
the
mouth?
Yeah.
Don't they hear the squeaks in the bed? I don't understand.
That's good. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad I turned into an actor from the 40s all of a sudden. Now look at here, Shay. That's how
do you
I
mean?
do the fornicating. Yeah.
I only do missionary, say.
Yeah, hey there. Hey there, Chopper. You wait a second. All right, let's go to question number 2. Question number 2. This is from at Gunner Has No Guns, which Pike and I know. We're friends with him. He's an awesome dude.
All right.
Ad Gunner Has No Guns says, who would win in a fight? Ozzy Osbourne or Michael J. Fox? Ozzy Osbourne or Michael J. Fox?
Oh, Michael J. Fox.
Greg's taking the lead on this one. Michael J. Fox. That's exactly who I would say would win in a fight as well.
Yeah,
Pike.
not a question.
What do you mean, not a question? Like, what is he at physically
Michael
at
J.
this
Fox
point?
is like 50 years old. Just because he shakes doesn't mean he can't beat his ass.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw him? Are we sure he's not like wheelchair bound?
No, dude. He's
he
getting
has
better.
medicine and shit.
Yeah. He's getting way
I don't
better.
know. Okay. Well, then what's Ozzy doing? He can still.
I don't
Do
think
shit,
Ozzy
right.
can do anything. I think Ozzy would have a brain damage after like one hit.
Yeah.
And Ozzy is, yeah, you're right. He is like 70 something, isn't he?
Yeah. And he
Okay,
had to
yeah.
cancel his tour because he's ill. Like, I know he's putting
Yeah.
out this album now because I think that's all he, can do, kind of a thing. And
Now
obviously,
he might beat Michael J. Fox in Jenga, but not fighting. You know what I mean?
But wait, he said fighting, right? Not Jenga.
yes, he said
Okay.
fighting.
Yeah. They said fight.
Picture.
Yeah, Michael
know,
J.
though.
Fox
You might
really
get-
good at like mixing cakes.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
Yeah, shaking paint cans.
If I need him to beat some eggs or beat up fucking Ozzy Osbourne, either one of those things.
You've never had better scrambled eggs than Michael J. Fox's house. I'm telling you right now. But Ozzy
Picture
Osbourne.
Ozzy though. I remember there was a kid in school that was like very much like a young Ozzy Osbourne, as in he's like a total. There's no fucking brain there. He's just a dope. And he got into a fight with like the toughest kid in school. And I watched it as the kid just punched him in the face like over and over, and the kid just was like, oh, like just such a dumbass. It was not affecting him.
Like
And
a Simpsons episode.
yeah, just go, and nothing was happening. So I feel like Ozzy is on that level where he's just gonna get punched in the face and zero impact.
No, Ozzy's gonna fall down and go to sleep for a long time.
Yeah, I think Ozzy. He's an old man who's done a copious amount of drugs, and he's frail, and he has some disease as well. I don't know if it's
I don't
MS
think he was
or
ever
something.
really a fighter to begin with.
Yeah, it's Ozzy.
You know?
No, and I'm not saying that Michael J. Fox is a fighter to begin with. Michael J.
No, but I'm
Fox is
sure
like
he was,
5'1"
fit
or
and in shape
something.
at his time. He was a leading man. You know, like
Yeah.
He was kind of always a scrawny bitch, wasn't he? Like on Spin City.
I don't know. He knocked
You might
out
have
that
had a-
Biff guy a couple times.
I
don't
feel
get
like
the
Michael. I
reference.
feel like any 50-year-old man can beat up an 80-year-old man. Period.
Yeah,
You're
I
probably
agree.
right.
I mean, that's
Probably
just
right.
what happens. Yeah. So I think that puts away question number 2. Let's go to question number 3. Question number 3: hardest you've ever laughed. The hardest you've ever laughed. What do you think? Let's go to Pike first. I know these are impromptu. You guys haven't seen these questions beforehand. Oh, wait. Question number 3 comes from at Hanson.Cody. At Hanson.Cody. Thanks for writing in the question. What do you think, Pike? Hardest you've ever laughed? Are you guys give it a second. I'll go first. That way you can think. And I don't know, dude. The hardest I've ever laughed is always the times I always feel like you least expect laughing. So in 2020, I think the hardest I've ever laughed was a tweet, and it was like 11:30 at night, and I should have been to bed at like 8:30. You know, it was like one of those things. I'm up way past my bedtime. I'm on Twitter, and I'm just kind of slap happy. And I saw this video of it's a helicopter shot taking video of the ocean of like some sharks swimming, and they pan by this guy, and the guy was the most sunburned human being I've ever seen in my life. And the tweet just said, "That's the most sunburned person I've ever seen." And it just, dude, tears laughing. I was dying laughing because of how sunburned this guy was. He was a fucking human lobster. Like, there was no other way to paint this man this red. Yeah, and then just the fact he's going to be in so much pain the next like 2 weeks after his vacation. I was dying. I don't know why. It caught you at the right time. But I think the hardest I've ever laughed was a story my mom told me. She was on a flight, and they're flying out to Vegas to come visit us here, my parents. And they got on the flight, and my mom got a text message from my wife, and she goes, "Hey, call my phone. Matt's died," right? My phone died. And so my mom sat down on the plane and read, "Call my phone. Matt died." So my mom, dude, starts bawling, crying on the flight, like hysterical, and hands it to my dad, the phone of my dad. And she's like, can't. My dad looks at it, he's like, "So?" You know? And my mom's like, "What?" You know, like freaking out, starts bawling on it. And apparently she started like, she's like, "Do I get off the flight? Do I go?" Obviously, we got to go. I got to get on the flight. And I am going the whole thing. My dad's like, "What is wrong with," like, can't figure out what's wrong. So they're trying, and she's hysterically crying. And this whole thing, you know, I mean, and he's like, "No, what?" 20 minutes after, you know, my mom's like freaking out. Airline stewardess are like, "What's the matter?" You know, all this. My dad reads it. He goes, "I don't know. My son's cell phone died." And she's crying about it. She's like, "The phone," you know, like freaking out. Anyway,
holy shit.
She told us that story. And when she told me that story, I just fucking lost it. That's probably the hardest I've ever really laughed in my entire life. Yeah. And afterwards, she's laughing. Sad. Yeah. People were buying her drinks because they found out what happened. Everyone's laughing. The whole plane's laughing at her now at this whole point in this whole thing. So that's like the first thing that popped in my mind. Hardest I've ever laughed was that story. What do you think, Pike?
I'll go with one recently. I don't know. I laugh at, same with you, dumb shit. But my buddy had gone out. It was a Sunday night, and we were together, but then I left. So in the middle of that night, I looked at my phone. I like just couldn't sleep or whatever, and I saw you had a Snap story up, and it's like, oh, it's freaking 2 a.m. What's this guy doing? And I opened it, and all it is in my buddy's Snap story is just a picture of some tits, just full frontal, naked chick. And I just start pissing my pants because I don't know what the scenario. Like, did he accidentally do this, or what the hell happened? And it's funny, but it was just the middle of the night.
It caught you at the right time, dude. That's it, man.
Yeah, and I couldn't sleep the whole night. I laid awake, and my wife was just like, "What the hell are you laughing at?" I'm just like gut laughing, and the bed shaking for 3 hours straight. And apparently, what happened was he was with a chick, and she meant to save it to his phone, like a little, little parting gift or whatever, but accidentally puts it on his Snap story. I don't know how that's possible, but that's what she said. And the only thing funnier was, like, in my head, I'm going, okay, that sucks, but it could be worse. Like, if you had accidentally put like a dick pic of your own on your Snap story. Yeah. Now I'm laughing at, like, hypothetical. If I wish that would have happened, because now I would still be fucking laughing if that were to have happened.
Right. Didn't Captain America just do that? Captain America actually tweeted out a picture of his dick, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Evans. He put it out there.
What was the like determination on that? Like, did he have a big hog or what?
Oh, he fessed
pretty
up.
Big,
yeah.
It was like hanging out of a napkin.
What?
It looked like I don't know. It was pretty solid.
Let me just say, Captain America is doing just fine. Okay, no one's got to worry about how stacked Chris Evans is. You know, he's doing just fine. I don't think any lady saw that and was like, "That's a little small." You know, I think he's
all these
got stuff too.
Remember when Bieber had that naked photo, and even he's got like a hanging dick?
I know. Why is every famous person got a fucking hog? Right.
Stupid.
John Hamm can't even wear pants. It's like tied behind his knee and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Crazy.
This comes from at Best Nothing Ever. Best Nothing Ever. He writes in, what's the worst you've slacked off at a job? Worst you've slacked off at a job.
Oh, man. This is going to be a tough choice.
Yeah. I feel like Greg's going to own this one, but I don't really know Pike in
I'll
terms
give you
of
3 choices. You pick which one.
Greg's like, oh, where do I begin?
All right. One time, a sheriff hired me and some friends to pass out flyers for them. And they rented us a van to go drive around and go out to, like, you know, their doors or whatever.
Is this like to vote? The vote flyers?
To vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a local election. I won't say where it was, but we didn't go anywhere. We just filled out our sheets and like put little check marks on them, like we did, and then we went and got high in a van somewhere they rented for us, and then went back at the end of the day and just turned in our papers, and we didn't see one fucking door, dude, like not one door, and then he wound up losing by like 1%. So I don't know if we affected that or what. And then. And there was another time that I used to have a job at Walmart when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I was in the electronics department, and I used to go in and clock in and then go home and sleep and come back and clock out.
Jesus
that was
Christ.
the only time I ever went to work.
That's not even working. That's not even slacking off. You're not even there.
Slacking off. So, yeah, exactly. That was like theft. And then there was another time where I worked at a gas station, and I never went to work there either, but I paid the girl with the drug money that after I was done, because I would drive around selling weed all day and come back and then pay her to say I was there the whole time. So it's really 3 different ones. I don't know which one's really worse, but
holy shit. Do we even say anything, Sparks? That's as bad as it gets.
Yeah, one time
Dude,
I clocked in 2 minutes late from a break. One time I clocked in 2 minutes break, 2 minutes late from a break, and they said it was fine.
Brutal.
I know, dude.
Yeah, dude, that same gas station job.
Yeah.
One night I got addicted to scratching off those scratch offs, and I fucking scratched off like 150 of those fucking things, dude. And they were like $5 a piece, so I didn't know what to do. I just threw them away. Like I didn't win at any of them and shit. So I just like threw them off.
I gotta win one of
You
these.
just threw them out? They don't take inventory?
Yeah, they asked about them. I was like, I don't know. Fucking weird.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, Greg.
They're like, why is there a penny half melted, like worn down and shit on us?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Hey, why don't we have any more paper clips in this place? Oh, they're all gone. What do you think, Pike? What's the hardest you've slacked off at a business?
I worked one summer for the city painting fire hydrants. They hired 2 dudes. So my best buddy and I, we got the job. And so we drove around in this truck the whole summer. It was supposed to be painting like 10 a day or some shit, but they just didn't pay attention to us at all. So kind of pulled a Greg, and we would take turns. Like one of us wouldn't show up one day. The other one would be parked. We had a few different spots around town where we would just park and like take a nap in the fucking back seat or whatever. Then it got to the point where we would just go to our buddy's place and take a nap, and then we would like play darts, and we would have coffee, and then we would just go back and check, clock out, like Greg said. The best part though was that we fucked off the whole summer, and then one time our boss decided to come out and like just check on us, see how we were doing, and it happened to be by a fucking miracle the day that we were like, all right, let's just paint one hydrant. Like, let's just see how it goes.
Don't they see that no hydrants are painted? Like, that's a thing you could actually test. You can actually see.
There's so many hydrants. Like, we were never going to paint them all or even close. So, I don't know. So he pulls up and he goes, oh, this must be what you guys do all day, huh? And we're like, yep, this is it. As we're like 2 months into the job, we're like not sure of how to do it even.
Dude, they used to call those jobs no-shows in the mob. You just have your name on a list on a payroll, and then you just get a check, but you don't have to show up.
God.
Yeah, I don't think it was mob related.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what they are.
That's what they call them in the mob. Essentially, you are the Fargo Mafia, is what Greg is saying, Pike.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I feel like the perfect employee now because I don't know if, like, what job I've ever slacked off doing. I mean,
I would say none.
I'm one of those guys that like slacking off. I would just wouldn't show up. Does that make sense? Like I just wouldn't even clock in, but then I'm not getting paid off. So I'm technically I'm not even getting paid. So I'm not even on the clock. So I don't even know that because I'd like oversleep or I'd be like, oh fuck, I forgot about that. Whatever, you know what I mean? And I'm very forgetful. But
we used to work together, and you kind of watched a lot of YouTube videos, didn't you? I mean, I feel like I walked by and you were watching YouTube videos a lot.
You're just saying in the office, I would just sit there and watch YouTube videos?
Yeah. I mean, there might be some like
I could
revisionist
totally
history
see
going on
that,
here.
But I mean, everybody would do that.
No. Yeah, I was prepping, Pike. What are you talking about? I was doing
Now
work.
that I think about it, you fucked around a lot. Call bullshit on this.
Dude, okay, one time this is in Omaha. I just got the job, and the guy who hired me was an awesome dude, and I was excited to work for him. And then I was hired there for 2 weeks, and then he got fired. So 2 weeks into the job, the guy who hires me gets fired. And he's like the boss of the whole station. So we have no boss for the station. We have no idea what's going on. No one told us anything. So everyone stopped in the middle of the day, and there was a bar below the building that we were in Omaha. Omaha's an awesome city, by the way. Definitely recommend going. But the bar, it's in like this neighborhood called Dundee. So we just walked into the bar and we all just started drinking. Middle of the day, should be on the air, doing a show. Instead, we're like, we have no boss. We don't know what's happening. Everybody's like, I don't know if we're getting fired. I don't know if the station's going under. I just got here. They were like, why don't you just come drink with us? I was like, all right. So that's what we did. So that was probably the biggest time. But that was salary. You know, like I wasn't even on the clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I wasn't getting paid by the hour.
Work.
Yeah. I don't even know what was going on, but that was it. But that was a great day, actually. I felt like this is cool. So this is what people do when they, you know, is this how it feels when people do things the wrong way? Felt pretty
bad
good.
boy.
I know. I felt pretty dangerous. 5. This comes from Hickey Loves His Chevys. This is for $1 million. Would you slap one of your parents? If so, would it be your mom or dad? What do you guys think here? Would you slap one of your parents for $1 million? We already know the answer is yes. I mean, come on. It's $1 million bucks.
Come
I
on.
mean,
Are you kidding me?
yes. All right.
Even if you had said, like, would you beat them up to the, like, to just near death, which one would you choose? Like, that might be a better question.
I wouldn't beat up my parents to near death for $1 million bucks.
I said near death.
Well, do we get to pick which parent?
Yeah, which parent? Which parent are you going to slap? I mean, come on. I mean, I'm not going to beat up any of my
Dad.
parents.
Probably my dad. I mean, he's a dude, you know?
Yeah, I mean, who's picking a lady in this scenario? You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
going to pick my mom, but if it had to be my mom's getting slapped like a motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now. Fucking $1 million.
I mean, obviously I'm picking my dad, and my dad would be like all for it. He'd be like, yeah, no, slap the shit on me. Let's do this, you know?
Yeah, let's take the dads out of it, make it a real question.
All right,
Slap
so it's your mom. For $1 million? You're going to call me a liar. I'm going to go with no. Honestly, I would go
Get
with
the
no.
fuck out of here.
I would go with
That's so
no.
dumb.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Like,
So dumb.
like slap?
Are you kidding me right now?
I don't know if I...
Are you able to tell them why? Or do you just have to, like, unprovoked just fucking slap them?
You can tell them afterwards,
Like,
right? I mean,
like, are we talking about a slap? Like, what kind of slap? This is what it depends on.
dude, I
Obviously,
would slap the soul out of her fucking body for $1 million. You kidding me? I mean, shit.
come on, man. I don't think I could, dude.
Yeah, you could.
I
Come
think in
on.
my brain, I'm already going to make $1 million, you know? And I know
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I probably will too, but I might die first or something. Who knows?
yeah, no, I'm not going to die first. Like, I will be a millionaire. And I know a lot of people have a pipe dream, but I've, like, worked out the numbers.
I don't think it's a pipe dream.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I think one day...
But still, you're getting $1 million in one chunk, though. I mean,
Easiest money you'd ever make.
yeah, dude.
Pike, you're saying, yeah, you'd slap your mom for $1 million
Yes, and I think she would respect that.
Of course. Dude, My mom would come out of her coma and be very happy with the flowers I got her.
I just don't think. Look, slapping my dad is obviously worth $1 million, and I think you'd be fine with it.
Yeah, that's not even. I slapped my dad for $12.
But my point is, I think my mom. Like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, $1 million is a lot, but it's not enough money. My mom would be horrified. You know what I mean? This is the same lady who was crying on a plane.
Dude, there's no way you're saying this right now.
I'm saying it. I'm being serious. I'm serious.
Wow.
If you had to choose, would you rather slap your mom or make out with your dad for like a minute?
Oh, I'd make out with my dad. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh,
what about for no money?
My dad, yeah, it was fucking horrible. But yeah.
I'd make out with my dad, no problem. I would not do it for no money, but it wouldn't matter. Yeah, it wouldn't matter to him. It wouldn't matter to me. It'd just be, dude. It's a business transaction. It'd be whatever.
Yeah. All right.
I'd go for like a victory lap
for the $1 million. Would you do that?
Would you say, Greg?
You could literally say anything here, guys. Like anything short of killing anyone or myself.
And you do it.
Like, absolutely.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly, dude. I would exactly. Doesn't matter what the fuck it is.
Yeah. Blowjob doesn't scare me one bit.
Not at all.
Get ready,
Not
Dad.
at all. I put Paris Hilton to shame for $1 million.
God. This is the kind of fun I would have if I was a billionaire. I'd be like, oh, really? $1 million? Time to put your money where your mouth is,
Pike.
Pike.
You don't do more fun shit. If I was a billionaire to have so many fun things, I'd be like, I know this guy will do this. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God.
I'd just be daring poor people to do stuff.
Oh, man. Yeah, which is everyone. Which is just everyone. Yeah.
Which is me. Yeah.
For $1 million, I will give you $1 million. And you just show it to them. Whoa. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I guess I've very high standards, I guess.
I can't think of a single thing I wouldn't do for $1 million, dude.
Says the guy, dude, I spent like all morning trying to figure out my unemployment. I still haven't gotten any unemployment yet. And I'm just sitting here, and I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? And yet I'm sitting here saying, I wouldn't do anything for $1 million.
I know.
Maybe I'm a liar. Yeah, maybe I'm a fucking hypocrite on this whole thing. Yeah, I still haven't gotten unemployment, man. So I'm trying to figure that out. Keep calling.
Wow.
Nothing. Yeah. I'm starting to lose hope. But yeah.
Dude, trying to get a hold of those fucks, it's months, and you got to wait for like an hour and a half, and then they finally answer, and they're like, oh, well, no, I don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
It'll suck fucking years out of your life.
Yeah, dude, it's worse than the DMV, like by far. Like I'll never complain about the DMV ever again, because these people, you dial, it's busy. When you finally get through, you have to go through like 9 menu options.
Yeah.
The information on there is old, it's outdated. Then, dude, I swear to God, they're reading the statutes and laws. Section A, paragraph B, 12C.24 says this, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what the fuck? Can I just get a human? And then you finally,
paralegal?
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jesus Christ, I just want to talk to a person. And then they go, after all that shit, they go, all our representatives are busy at the moment. Try calling back during normal business hours. I'm like, motherfucker, this is normal business hours. And then they hang up on you. And then you got to call back again. You got to keep doing this. There's no email. There's no... I'm like, dude, so I don't know what's going on. So...
It's almost like they don't want you collecting.
Yeah, it's almost like...
Feels like
they've established some hoops to jump through in order to give you some money. So, yes, you know what? At this point, I'm slapping the fuck out of anyone for $1 million until my unemployment goes through. Then I'll dial it back.
Glove on your mom's face looking way better now, isn't it?
I think it was like Stalin. Was it Stalin who said everyone is just 3 meals away from revolt? You know, everyone's 3 meals away from a revolution. And I'm like down to 1 meal. So when that fucking thing runs out, it's time, man. It's time. It's time to start slapping some motherfuckers.
Gotta hit a lick.
Yeah. That's it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely follow these 2 fine gentlemen here at Pike Taylor Radio. Oh, let me give you your screen. At Pike Taylor Radio right there. at Greg Salerno right there, essentially laying down if you want to, slide into the DMs. Like, he's ready and waiting for you, obviously.
This bed vibrates too.
That's true, it does. I'm at Sparks Radio on all social media. Follow and DM me, and I will send you a free Sparks Radio sticker when the new shipment comes in. I'm still waiting for the new shipment of stickers to come on in here. But if you could, if we had every single person that listens to this podcast right now, this show, and you went over to youtube.com/Sparks Radio and hit subscribe, we'd have 1,000 subscribers immediately. So that's what we're trying to do, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So please go there, hit subscribe, get us to 1,000. That's our goal. We really appreciate it. And of course, you can always watch this podcast, youtube.com/Sparks Radio. We put up videos every single day up there as well. So hit it up. That's our big push. The subscribe button. Go click it, please. All right. Find the link in the show notes of the podcast. Any last
The audio sucks. I'm sorry. It's my fault, and I will fix it by next time.
It's okay. Yeah. It's not as bad as I think you think it is. I think it's okay.
You make up for it with how you look.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. You're lucky. I didn't even pull a titty out. I was about to. I was lazy and shit.
Next time.
I just like how it's so sensual. I feel like there's a fireplace behind you or something. I'm looking here in the background. Nice.
Well, I was going to recreate that Michael Jackson cover or whatever, but I don't have anybody to take the picture. So.
That's a shame.
Slide into my DMs and then come be my photographer.
That's it for the show. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.